Not every group gets a fair shot at success. Some are pushed to the top by their labels, while others are held back, with some companies even hurting their own artists' chances of success. Priston is one of the many groups that Pledis Entertainment just failed to manage properly, causing their disbandment. When they debuted in 2016, the group displayed significant potential and seemed destined for success. The group included 2 members from IOI and several from Produce 101, giving them plenty of experience and a built-in fan base. The company only needed to keep those fans and broaden their appeal, but Pledis went and ruined it all. It can be argued that their downfall started when Kyla went on a hiatus due to health issues and returned to the States to focus on recovery. However, instead of continuing promotions with the remaining members, Pledis just stopped promotions altogether and the girls were left in the dungeon. This has made fans wonder if the group would still be together if they just continued on as normal while Kyla recovered. After the damage was done, Pledis tried to revive the group's career by forming a sub-unit called Priston in 2018. Although the group achieved moderate success given the circumstances, it didn't matter much because Pledis disbanded them shortly afterward. Because their disbandment was so sudden, many fans are still left wondering if the truth about why the group fell apart will ever come out. Even though Pledis explained the disbandment happened because of mutual agreement, some netizens think that the group was disbanded because Pledis didn't think anyone, except their fans, would be interested in the group after 2 years of hiatus. Since the group's sales declined after their debut, it's possible Pledis thought a comeback wouldn't bring in anything and decided disbanding the group would be for the better. Another group that many K-pop fans mourn is BAP, and they hold TS Entertainment entirely responsible for their misfortunes. The group debuted in 2011 and soon would be on the same level as other popular boy groups at the time, like EXO or BTS. In the following years, the group released numerous popular songs and went on tour across the States and Asia, even dipping their toes in Australia and Europe. Everything was going smoothly until 2014 when the members filed lawsuits against their company. The lawsuit the group filed against their company demanded nullification of their contract, citing unfair working conditions and profit distributions. Over the 3 years, the group earned around $9 million, which is quite a lot considering at that time streaming and physical sales weren't as popular. The company decided to snatch most of the money though and paid each member a pitiful $18,000. The company refuted the claim, stating that there were no unfair working conditions or profit distributions. The company's statement was challenged when BAP clapped back in a statement where they accused their company of lack of accountability and even considered filing for defamation of character. While they reached a settlement with the company, the group was never able to return back to the spotlight and the members all left the company. Shockingly, after 6 years of no activity, the group came together this year with the album Curtain Call, showing TS Entertainment that they can definitely survive without them. Another group that was mishandled by their label according to fans is GOT7. Many of their fans claim that JYP Entertainment ruined the group's potential due to the company's weird artistic directions, but most importantly, many of them agree that JYP Entertainment straight up neglected the group. During the comeback season for Breath of Love, Last Piece, GOT7's fans were royally disappointed when the company seemingly did nothing to promote the comeback, especially when the album was composed by the members, so it was surely very special for them. There was no main teaser for the music video, which is almost vital to stir up the excitement for the comeback, and the comeback poster was the bare minimum someone could do. It didn't feature any of the members, and their fans were so angered at the lack of care from the company, they decided to express their frustration through edits towards the division that manages GOT7. Unfortunately, the neglect goes further than mediocre comeback posters. When Yoonjae was falsely accused of hurting someone during his school years, the company did absolutely nothing to defend him or clear his name. They didn't provide any legal support for Yoonjae against the nasty and ruthless comments, or even against the person who falsely accused him, which showed that they didn't care about the group or the members. Another example of their neglect was when the members repeatedly spoke up about wanting to do cooking live streams, but it seemed like the company never paid attention to their requests. Fulfilling their wishes would have been easy for JYP, yet they never bothered to do it. In another instance, when Jackson embarked on a successful solo career, he was not allowed to promote in South Korea while he was still under JYP. This was due to a condition in the group's contract under the company, which said that they were only allowed to promote solo work that was released under JYP. For years, fans have been wondering why the company was so incapable of promoting one of its biggest groups, which would lead to the group becoming more popular and successful. One person on Reddit pointed out that after the group's success with 7 for 7, the company viewed the group as cash cows and didn't care about anything else but profit. Many fans also think there was something personal drama going on behind closed doors, even conspiring that JYP doesn't like when his boy groups are doing better than he is. Obviously, the relationship between the group and JYP went very sour, but despite the company doing so many things wrong, the members are doing way better right now. If you ask K-pop fans which group they think got sabotaged the most by their company, a lot of them would probably answer with Blackpink. A recent example of this is the fact that Baby Monster's first full album was rumored to be released this September. While fans were thrilled to hear the news, some fans pointed out how Blackpink could only dream about having their first full album released just a year after their debut. Even though Baby Monster's album hasn't been released yet, Blackpink's fans still felt bitter that YG Entertainment let them wait for 4 whole years before the album was released. Unfortunately though, their mismanagement as a group extends beyond their lack of music. While it's extremely common for groups to attend variety shows, you could probably count the times Blackpink appeared in a variety show on one hand. In 2020, Jennie shared that she asked their company if they could attend more variety shows, but for some reason, the company was adamant that the girls need to rest despite not being that active. Jennie was also supposed to attend the show Sixth Sense, but that plan was never realized. Rosé was also supposed to make an appearance in the show Love Naggers, but of course, YG didn't even respond to the request. Then there was also the incident when Lisa flew to Paris to attend a Bulgari event since she's one of the ambassadors for the brand, but for some reason, YG didn't allow her to go. The company claimed that it was due to the pandemic to ensure her safety, but it's widely believed that they were sabotaging her rather than caring about her well-being. In addition to that, various brands came forward over the years and called out YG for being unprofessional when they tried to secure the Blackpink members for various projects. For example, the Chinese mobile phone brand Vivo accused YG of routinely being behind the deadline when providing them with pictures of Lisa and being extremely unprofessional. This led Vivo to improvise and Photoshop the pictures. YG was also accused by the network provider AIS for not allowing Lisa to attend their red carpet event, as well having huge connectivity issues when Lisa was a mentor on the survival show Youth With You. Turns out that YG only provided one camera for Lisa's footage and constantly failed to send Lisa's behind-the-scenes photos. If we went to talk about all the brands, magazines, and artists who wanted to collaborate with Blackpink but couldn't due to the agency's incompetence, we'd be here for a very long time. Looking at the circumstances, it's astonishing how the girls managed to get so successful since YG did absolutely nothing for them. Red Velvet is another name that often pops up when netizens discuss which groups were sabotaged by their companies. While Red Velvet definitely belonged to K-pop's Hall of Fame, it can't be said it's because of SM Entertainment. Over the years, there have been issues with the company not stocking enough albums, like it happened with their mini-album The Reeve Festival 2022 Birthday, which was the group's first album after a long time. One would think that the company didn't expect the album to be successful since it was so long, but it somehow sold out during the pre-order period. The cake version of the album, which is the packaging shaped like a cake, sold out in less than an hour because only 5,000 of them were stocked up. Fans believe that it wasn't in any way enough to meet the demand since the album was so highly anticipated. The success could be partially linked to the unusual and cute packaging of the album, but because the album was something new, the company should have expected it would be the most popular design of the album. Another thing that left Red Velvet's fans angry is that the album sold out during the pre-order period, which is usually used to see how many albums need to be produced. Fans were furious that SM seemingly doesn't have issues producing many more albums for other groups, but somehow understocks Red Velvet's. They also commented on the long periods of time between different birthday teasers and promo material were posted. Last year, the fans' anger boiled over and they sent a bunch of protest trucks in front of SM. One of the messages on the LED screens was, "Only 2 studio albums 10 years after debuting?" Another one highlighted that the company should do better to promote the group and their individual activities, as well as generally keep up with the fans by encouraging them to vote and update them about upcoming schedules. Fans also expressed their concerns about the group's light stick, which is in dire need of an update. Many complained that the light sticks break easily, they're not as durable, and they often stop working. Other things that people demanded from the company included more self-made content, improvement of the fan club services, and once again, enhanced promotions during the comeback season because of how the company seems to focus on certain artists and leave some of them out. Additionally, buying tickets seems to be a much harder task than it needs to be, and some of the ticket pre-sales can't even be accessed by their fans, which is why they think an official Japanese fan club is necessary to ensure fair game when it comes to buying tickets. While Red Velvet managed to gain success because of their hard work, not all groups are that lucky, which is why the company's genuine support is so vital for artists. We hope companies start to learn from their mistakes so the groups don't have to suffer in the process.